Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha, and in this video we are going to talk about how you can sell stock options like a pro. And this strategy can work both for intraday as well as swing, and I will also show you a live example of a trade which I took today using these simple points. So let's begin. So before we start, I want to tell you that option selling can be risky, so beginners should please stay away if you don't want to blow your account initially when you come to the markets and you're new. So please stay away from options and futures. And this is no such strategy, but this is just like common sense, but a lot of people don't use it well. So here I am presenting something which could be useful. So the second point is that the main point rather is that you should sell only when you see a large movement. Now the movement can be both positive or negative in a particular stock to receive maximum possible premium. Now you should not try this with Nifty or Bank Nifty. There are separate strategies for that, which we'll be discussing soon. But this one is for only the stock options. So you should sell only when you see a large movement in a stock. Why am I saying that? Because when the movements are large or when the stock is running up or falling down pretty quickly, you get the maximum possible premium for the options which you are selling. And always prefer stocks with low beta. Now, why am I saying this? Because stocks with low beta have a lower probability of moving wildly throughout the month. Because if a stock has a beta of less than 1, so that basically means that the stock isn't that volatile as the market. A beta of 1 is basically taken as a reference to measure the market volatility. A beta less than 1 means that the stock is less volatile than the markets. A beta higher than 1 is means that the stock is more volatile than the market. So always prefer stocks which have a beta of less than 1. And I will also show you an example of what I did today. And the next point is that you should avoid selling in the first half of the month because of less theta decay. Now, I'm breaking this rule, but I know how to make adjustments. And if you're a beginner, then please follow this. If you have some experience, you can sell the options anytime, doesn't really matter. And the next point is that have patience and conviction. Do not panic sell. Now, if you entered an option trade, you cannot expect it to go in your direction as soon as you enter. You need to give it some time and you need to hold on to that option. Because what happens is, especially with the beginners, that the option lot sizes are generally huge. Because let's say an example that the option size for MGL, that is Mahanagar Gas Limited, is 600 stocks in one lot. Now, if the option price moves by 1 rupee in your opposite direction, so you will see a loss of minus 600, and that will make you panic if you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, I mentioned initially that you should stay away from options. And the last point is that you should make a rough estimate about the monthly range using the implied volatility. Now, what do I mean by that? So everything henceforth, I will explain it through the example. Let me first show you the trade that I took today. So this was the two trades which I took today. Ignore this HDFC Bank. These were the two option trades that I took today in MGL. So I sold a call option of 1280 and I sold a call option of 1300. Now my belief here was that MGL in this month won't cross 1300 and it won't cross 1280. That's the meaning of selling a call, right? You know that. So why did I do this? Now let's go to the chart of MGL. This is the chart of MGL. So you can see that the moment the stock opened, there was some positive news, I guess, and then the stock ran up pretty sharply. And basically, this was the point where you had to sell the option. This point you had to sell the options, and always prefer deep out of the money because the probability of that being in the money at the time of expiry is pretty low. I will show you that on the option chain, but you should have sold the deep out of the money option at this particular point. And it could have gone further up from here, we really don't know. But then again, as I mentioned, that you should have conviction and patience if you want to trade options. So this was the point where I sold two options which I showed you, one of 1300 and one of 1280. Now when I say that you can predict the monthly range, what do I mean by that? Here is the option chain for MGL. You can get it on the NSE's website. And now when I want to predict the monthly range, now this is a accurate prediction, but this is not always true. This is not 100% accurate. So this is just for some guesswork, and this is basically for some intuition that in this or this range is where is MGL gonna stay for this particular month. So you should be careful and only treat it as a guideline. So basically you need to take these four IVs. IV is basically the implied volatility. So you need to take this particular IV, this IV, and you need to take this one and this one, both on the call side and the put side. And what you need to do is you need to average out these. So you get the average implied volatility to be 42.895%. And now to get the monthly range for that particular stock, you just need to multiply it with 0.236. Why this number? We'll talk about that some other time maybe, but you just need to multiply it with that, and this will give you the monthly range for MGL, which is 10.12%. So this is the monthly range for MGL, and the call option which I sold is far beyond this, which is 1280 and 1300. So in this way you can sell options like a pro and generate some consistent monthly income. And this one I exited early. This one I'm going to hold till expiry. So basically this particular premium, which is 7.35 into 600, which will be around 4200, will also be mine at the time of expiry, or I might exit soon if I get it at a lower price. So this was a quick video explaining how you can sell options the correct way, and patience is of course necessary in this one. And you can also calculate the implied volatility average and then calculate the monthly range accordingly for that particular stock option. So I hope some of these tips might be helpful to some of you. Again, I would repeat, if you're a beginner, stay away from options. First learn about them and then only enter this particular segment. So I guess this was it for this video then. Hope you like the content. If you do, please press the like button and subscribe for more similar content. See you in the next video then. Bye bye.